Will here, and yeah, as you can see, we are not in Skyrim, as we are in Gran Turismo 7. So this video, it's kind of like it's going to be like a sort of like announcement video with basically explaining a future idea, which is probably going to start probably in the next few weeks, kind of thing. It's not. I've got a couple of things I want to sort out with it first, sort of thing, to still figure out. But basically, what the future project is that I'm going to do some sort of like I'm going to broadcast / stream some races. They're going to be sort of like endurance races, so they're going to be kind of long. They're not going to be like too short, but they're not going to be like 8 hours or 24 hours over that. They might be like 2 hours, or it might be like 60 laps or something like that. It depends. Those kind of details I'm still kind of working on at the moment, as far as I've got to figure out a couple of bits of a few other little details here and there. And basically the reason why I'm deciding to do this, because it's something that I did before in the previous video, where I did it for this, where I was just doing day races, and it was a point where I was driving around in a car that had a livery, or basically what you can see as the car there. It's its design. If you don't know what a livery is, it's the design of the car, the paintwork, so to speak. And basically the liveries were of basically charities. I only did a couple. I think I did 2 or 3, I think, in the end. I didn't do loads, because they weren't like points where you could do like major donations there and then live kind of thing. It was just pre-recorded, blah blah blah. And basically I'm wanting to do the same thing again, but not so. It is kind of live, but it isn't, because the race itself is going to be live. Albeit, as of at the moment, it's going to be against the AI, so it might not be as interesting to some people, but it's there. But the whole point of it is not for it to be interesting, because I'm going to try and do what I can to make it as interesting as possible. Even if that means that I need to make the AI quite difficult. If that's what I need to do, that's what I need to do. But the whole point of it the main point of it is just to try and see if I can raise a little bit of my charity, even if it's only by the end of it all, even if it was only just nothing but £100 by the end of all the races. At least then charity made £100 more than what they would have done if I didn't do it. So the amount of money is not the most important thing, but the aspect of that it's bringing awareness to the charities and what the charities are doing is the main key point. The race is just there because why not have a bit of fun, have a laugh, because I haven't done racing on this game for a long time, so I'm going to be as rusty as all fuck, basically. So expect there to be a lot of crashes, basically. And so what I'm going to do with this video is just basically, we're going to design the livery for the car of which charity we're going to raise money for. But now, obviously, I'm in the UK. I'm in the UK. I'm in England, and obviously, my main bulk of audience is kind of split between English and American. And so, obviously, the main charity that's going to be put on the livery will be a UK charity. But I will probably leave links in the descriptions of the videos when it comes to it, to the charity that we're doing, as well as the American equivalent for the American audience. But basically, so what we are doing is that we are going to be we're going doing what we've done before in a previous video, way back when, which was for Cancer Research UK. And basically, we're going to do it again for Cancer Research UK. But obviously, I will be leaving links in the description to obviously Cancer Research UK's donation page, where you can make a donation if you want to, as well as I will look around for like the American equivalent for any American who watches, so on and so forth, blah 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 kind of thing. Yeah, so we're going to be doing basically for them. Why Cancer Research UK? Because why not? It's a good cause. They're doing what work that needs to be done. Right? I'm not going to go into nitty-gritty in this video. That'll probably be done further down the line. This video, I'm going to keep it more simplified. So we're going to need to create a livery. Now, this is the car we're going to be using. Now, the one thing I haven't decided yet, just as of yet, is how many different types of cars I'm going to use. I don't know if all the races are going to be done with this one, which is the GTR Nismo GT500 from 2016. So I don't know if it's all going to be this car, or if I'm going to change up the cars. Like, I don't know if I'll change them for every race or for every cover races. That again is a detail and I still need to figure out. But basically, we're going to go design this car. We're going to come out with livery, bada bing, bada bosh. I'm going to go for, I'm going to show it in the video because why not? I'll have a bit of fun, blah blah blah. And then obviously, and then after that, I'll go through to what races we're going to do. So I don't think I do anything with the wheels on this one. I don't think. You might just hear something, but again, that's just me adjusting the thing. Oh, I can. Okay, I can change. I couldn't remember if you could change the wheels on these things. What do we want? Oh, we'll go for those. Why not? I don't think I could do anything that's different here. I think what's here is here. Fine. That's fine. Alright, cool. And custom parts. Can't really do anything apart from the wing. So either got that or you got that. So it's either short base or long base. I don't know if that's the correct term for it, but that's what I'm gonna call it as. Short, long. I don't think it makes any difference in the game, I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll go with a long base, why not? Oh yeah, good. Done that, yeah. Okay, I don't. Why I bought that white paint for? I have no idea. I could have just done this. My God, it's been a while since I've been on this, so I'm bound to make a mistake here and there. We're gonna colour that one just back to. There you go. There's the blackest of black paint colours. Rear wing. And the other was just that little bit down there as well. Holy crap. Rear wing, nah, I think we'll keep it as it is. I'm not going to paint all. Wheels. I don't know. I'm going to put that there. Might hear some odd sounds and making adjustments to my microphone's gone really fucky for some reason. Right, it's the headphones. I don't think it's the microphone, it's the headphones are going to absolutely fucking on me for some reason. Alright, let's have a look at decals now. Right, doo-doo. Another layer. It's been a while since I've been on this, so it's gonna. I gotta sort of bloody do a little bit of messing around. So yeah, I got a bunch of that technically already started with. Some racing ones, some fancy little ones, sort of some more Japanese anime based ones, but we're going to be basically we're going to keep it a bit more simplified. I'm not going to be doing like all like the Japanese anime kind of style stuff. So we need to find a wrap for the car. Now I need to figure out which wrap I want to use. I've got 3 wraps up here, and I think I've got one down here somewhere, I think. Obviously, when it comes to wraps, I am wanting to use like kind of a more specific kind of colour scheme for the wrap. I seem to see. Okay, apparently I don't have it here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had it at some other point. I don't know. Anyway, so I need to figure out which one I'm at, because obviously I want to try and match the colours here to some essence of the degree, without it being too much. So if they go for that, let me just, I know, just the side. I know, so we have that there, like that. I know, like that, for example. Seeing that to me, that's too much, I think. See, we get that, just getting up to there, like that. Nope, no, don't want to do that. There we go. Bosh. Right, so we've got that there. Right, I gotta remember how you do all of this now. Duplicate on opposite side. Alright, then I gotta flip that. Flip that. Hold on, mate. I think that's it for both sides. I think, if I'm doing correctly. Yep. Alright, cool. And then obviously we've got to do. Where's body 2? I'm not it's body 2. Bonnet, mate. Bonnet. That's a bonnet. Okay, obviously we're just going to do this just to keep things simple. Okay. It might take a second. And just keep increasing the size. Oh yeah, technically I should try and see if I can line up there. So that it kind of lines up with what's on the side there. And if I do that, and then symmetrically, there we go. They kind of line up a little bit there, you see? And then if we do body, there we just add a layer. Set decal again. Yeah, this is a bit slow. So obviously, as you can see, yeah, we're doing obviously research, and then I just gotta get this to match up here. Oh god, the devil. Okay. Right, we'll do that, and then bosh. I mean that doesn't. It doesn't use that. I forget what it does. Okay. We want to make sure that's not buggered up over here, which doesn't look like it has. So it has colored that part in, so now I'm gonna here and then pause. Right. Boosh. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing this. Now the initial way, obviously, I'm thinking about doing the getting the Jesus Christ, my English correct. Oh wait, that's fucked up. Oh, I gotta go back, check that right. Nope. Limit angle. Oh yeah, so the limit angle, I've gotta lower that down a little bit. That way. Right down there. Yeah, there you go, that should work fine. And then I'm just gonna go to this side very quickly. And just do minus fill now. It's just because it was kind of like overriding on some of the pattern in there. So now it's not on there so much. Cool. So yeah, so obviously the main way I would be obviously on that donations for the thing for how people to donate would obviously be with link in the description of the videos when they come to do them. Obviously we'll be looking at other ways to do it as well. That isn't just obviously, you know, because obviously I want to find out different ways. I want to have a look at different other ways of doing it. But obviously I've got to look at different avenues for that sort of kind of thing. So could be potentially PayPal setup. That's one idea. Obviously is using PayPal to do it. But obviously I've got to set up the PayPal. But you know, it's kind of got all these little details like that I've got to sort of think about, kind of thing, you know. But that's one way. But that kind of thing will be done later, further down. That's not a first idea kind of thing. No, that's kind of like that. Boom. Right. So actually, I'm gonna skip past this bit because this bit is probably not massively interesting. So I'm gonna skip past this bit, and I'll be back basically once the car's been designed. And here we are with the final design. You know, I'm not doing one that's like over the top or overboard kind of thing, you know. Blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you can see now it's cancer research. It's got some just other extra details in there just for like make it feel more like an actual sort of kind of racy kind of car kind of thing. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. Nice and simple. What I'm going to do now is I'm obviously going to now save this. Do what I need to do with it, this, that and the other, and also export it and share it. So if you're someone who also plays Gran Turismo 7 at least, because there's no point doing it on Gran Turismo Sport. You'll be able to find this one basically easily yourself. If you think, oh, you know what, I want to do the same. Blah blah blah. The tags in it will probably just be will probably just end up being, basically, I'll put in the tag that I had to put in to find the decals, which was cancer sort of thing. So at least then you got that one. So the tag should be something like cancer, Nissan, GTR kind of thing, or something along those lines. Put in a few, but you can just look for the car itself as well, and you'll find it there easily. Alright, so I'm just going to go and do that, and then we're going to go and basically discuss, well, I'll tell you discuss, I'm just going to basically tell you, basically which tracks we're going to be doing all the stuff on. So I'm back in a second. Just before we move on to showing what tracks this kind of like fundraising series thing is going on to, just wanted to show search tags if you do want to find this livery for yourself, if you are a Gran Turismo player. And the search tags are basically you've got one which is going to be cancer, got one that says research, and one that is charity. I don't think you can put all three of them in at the same time. The way that they've done the searching on this is kind of weird. I don't know why they changed it. Beats me. But if you put any of those in, yeah, it should eventually pop up. Or you can obviously just search for the direct actual car itself, and then it'll come up with obviously deliveries for specifically for that car. Alright, with that said done, once again nearly done there. So on to the tracks. So basically, initially at first, the idea is I'm going to be basically doing it on 2 tracks per region. Because obviously, if you're someone who doesn't play Gran Turismo and you're watching this, obviously this is all new to you. But basically, all the racetracks, so as you can see, they're split up into regions. You've got 3 different regions: Americas, Europe, Asia / Oceania. 3 different regions. So basically, West, somewhere in the middle, East. The simplest way to explain it, basically. And basically, I'm going to be doing 2 from each one. So I'm going to be 2 from the Americas, 2 from Europe, and 2 from Oceania. Basically, so I'm going to start in the Americas, then go to Europe, then go to Oceania. So if you go to the Americas, and then you got all the tracks. Some of these tracks are real world life tracks. So like you've got Daytona. Any NASCAR fans or that who are die-hard NASCAR fans, unfortunately Daytona is not going to be part of the series of these series of races. Main reason is because I don't know Daytona that well. I don't know the track that well. And I want to make sure I do it on a track that I kind of know, just so I'm not constantly all over the place and all this and all that kind of thing, I do want to show at least some competence. But if these do well, then I may come back and I may go to Daytona, because it has a different couple of layouts on here. It's not just one specific the one Daytona layout. It's got a couple of different layouts, I think, for the entire track. So, yeah. But yeah, you got some tracks that are real world, that are actual tracks that exist in the real world, and you got some tracks that was made up, blah blah blah. But I've tried to I've stuck with tracks that are actual real world tracks. So in this whole series, we are going to begin at Interlagos. On here, I've still got to finish that Vision Gran Turismo trophy at some point. But yeah, we're gonna begin with Interlagos again. As I explained earlier in the video, when it comes to sorting out like how many laps I'm going to be doing, or how long it's going to be, that I'm still going to work all that kind of stuff out yet. But yeah, so we're going to begin at Interlagos, and then after, and obviously just to explain what's more as well, actually, I'm not doing all 6 in one go. You know, it's like I'm gonna do Interlagos, and then probably the following week it'll be the next. Then the following week after that will be next. I'm not doing all 6 races in one go. It's not gonna be some big ass mega stint. Just to explain, just in case it is anyone who thought like, Jesus Christ, you're gonna do all of it all in one go? Jesus, get a life, mate, kind of thing. You know, it's like, no, we're not doing all in one go. It's one a week, basically. So yeah, we're gonna start in Interlagos, and then we're gonna go to Laguna Seca. So that is going to be the first two for the Americas. So race 1, race 2. Then we're going to move off over to Europe, and the first race we're going to be doing in Europe, funny enough, is Catalonia, which is going to be interesting because I don't tend to do a lot of racing on Catalonia. To be kind of perfectly honest, it's not one of my favourite tracks. It's not a huge. I mean, if I have to do a race on it because it's part of the whatever kind of thing, career mode or whatever it is, then obviously I'll do it. But if I can avoid racing it, then I won't race on it because it's not a favourite track, to be honest. But that is race 3. Then we're going to go to race 4, which is on a track that I do quite like, which is Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. Or basically just for short, Spa. Let's call it Spa so I don't keep butchering the name. But no, I do enjoy Spa. It kind of looks a bit like an Uzi from the ticket when it's at a particular angle. But yeah, so we're going to be going there for the 4th race. And then we're going to go to the final 2 races, which is going to be in Asia/Oceania. Which, funny enough, most of it is literally just Japan. Despite the fact that there are more countries in Oceania than just Japan. As we do also have Australia, which race number 5 is at Bathurst. I know it's there. It says Mount Panorama Circuit, but it is also known as Bathurst. Which Bathurst, I'm going to piss off many Australians now. I do not like Bathurst. I like it less than Catalonia. I am not a huge fan of Bathurst whatsoever. But I didn't want all the tracks that I do the races on to be the Japanese tracks. So it's like, okay, well, the only other one that's in Oceania that isn't Japanese is Bathurst in Australia, and though I really don't like it, I'm gonna have to put it there. So that's race number 5, and then the 6th and currently in this idea final race will be at Suzuka, which is going to be another fun one. But I like Suzuka, so it's all good. And that's it. So that it's going to be those 6 tracks in the ways of, it's all like length, mountains, laps, this, that, and the other. Though nothing's been final, I haven't finalised any of the ideas of it yet. But it'll be sort of like I might sort of like mix it up. So some will be laps, lap amounts, and other ones will be specifically times. Timed ones will probably be like 2 hours. Because I'm not going to race for just an hour. That's a bit like, we're just making a bit of an endurance. So it'd be like a 2-hour endurance race if it's a time race, and if it's a lap race, then it'd be probably something about a bit like 60 laps, something like that, 60, maybe 70 laps, depends on the size of the track, kind of thing. And obviously, the smaller it is, the more amount of laps there'll be, kind of thing. Tra-la-la-la. But obviously, that's all details I'll sort out in given time. But yeah, that is effectively it. That is how this is basically what it's going to be. It's going to be basically a set of endurance races over the span of it'll be over the span of 6 to 8 weeks or so. It kind of depends, really. But if you want to keep up to date with all of it on because I will probably put on my Discord when I'm planning to do it. I wouldn't be able to give a direct time, especially with the especially with the time difference between me in the UK and if you're in America. Obviously there is a time difference. That's obviously something that unfortunately I can't be like, well, I'm going to do it when it's 4 o'clock in America, for example, because I got to do it when I've got time, unfortunately. But I'll put on my Discord on what day I'm planning to do it, and roughly what kind of time UK time I would plan to do it. But obviously, if you're interested to watching them, obviously you're gonna have to basically think. Christ, my English. You're gonna have to obviously go and join me on Discord, which I'll leave a link in the description to my Discord down there. Another idea that I will probably be thinking about doing is I might also effectively save the replays of the races and then upload those to the YouTube channel. More of it's just in case if you want to watch the race but not needing to deal with listening to my voice. I don't know, maybe you find my voice very annoying. So I might try and save the replays to upload the replays to the YouTube channel. So if you wanted to watch the race, but not needing the commentary and everything like that over it, you've got that. You'll have that to watch, kind of thing. Tra la la. That's all details for further down things I'll sort out at the time, kind of thing. But yeah, that's basically it. So if you want to keep up to date with it all, when it's going to start, this and the other, obviously there'll be a link in the description below to my Discord, where I'll basically sort of give updates on when I'm going to do it. Obviously you can also just go and join the Discord for a whole lot of other random stuff. Obviously I do a bunch of Skyrim stuff and stuff like that, mods, blah blah blah, mod reviews, blah blah blah. You can find out what wasn't working on there, this, that, and the other, blah blah blah, all that general bollocks, tra la la. When it comes to Skyrim, there probably will be a Skyrim video next week, so look out for that. Yeah, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so we will start with this. So until then, or until next week when you join me for Skyrim, I'll see you all later.